Well, welcome back to the Over the Fence series. I hope that your small group has been able to really dig into the material and kind of figure out how you can begin to have genuine relationships with people, forming friendships for the purpose of spiritual growth down the line. Swin's going to introduce us into a particular way of thinking about how we can be in conversation with people that maybe we don't know, people we're meeting for the very first time. I'll give you an example. My son plays soccer, and I spend a lot of time on the sidelines, practices and games, watching him play, getting ready for practices or whatever. I'm standing there with a bunch of other parents. Well, the conversation stack, the way that Swin has laid it out for me, has been able to really equip me on how I can start conversations with people and move the conversation somewhere other than just, hello, how are you?
As it is true that genuine friendships are the bridges to faith, then how do we develop these friendships with those people around us that we don't know very well? A long time ago I learned a thing called the conversation stack, and it's this memory system that has helped me through the years as I've engaged in conversations and sometimes not knowing what to say in certain situations. So the conversation stack basically goes like this. First of all, the item on the bottom of the stack is a nameplate. Now this visual reminder is for us to just ask people what their name is. Dale Carnegie says a person's name is the sweetest sound of them in the world. So we have a nameplate, and on top of this nameplate we have a house. The house stands for, ask them where they live. Ask them where they're from. Ask them where they grew up. You see, this is just a simple little memory tool that if we use the tool, we can engage in conversations with people we don't really know very well and aren't sure what to say sometimes. So we have a nameplate, we have a house. Coming out of the chimney of a house is a work glove. Okay? If you can remember that, work glove reminds us to ask the question, where do you work, or what do you do for a living, or where do you go to school? Nameplate, house, work glove. In the grasp of the work glove is an airplane. That reminds us to simply, we can ask the question, so what are you going for the holidays, or what are you doing for your vacation this year? All in the attempts of engaging in conversation. The propeller of the airplane is a tennis racket. A tennis racket simply reminds us we can ask, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time? In the web of the tennis racket is a light bulb. Okay, let's review. Nameplate, house, work glove, airplane, tennis racket, a light bulb. Light bulb, we can ask the question, so what are your ideas, or what are your thoughts on various items or topics? On top of the light bulb, if you can imagine, is a private first class, a PFC. That reminds us problems, frustrations, and concerns. We can then engage in maybe a deeper conversation by asking, what are the problems, frustrations, and concerns that they might have. On top of the PFC is a trophy. A trophy reminding us, to ask the question, what are some of your accomplishments along the way? And then coming out of the trophy, strewing down all over the whole conversation stack is a bunch of flowers. Flowers are for us to simply remind ourselves to compliment them along the way. Let's review quick so far. We have a nameplate, house, work glove, airplane, tennis racket, light bulb, a PFC, trophies, and flowers. But on top of the flowers, the final one is a set of praying hands. The ultimate form of conversation between two people. If we can include God into this and say, can I pray for you for that? And to realize the conversation stack doesn't all happen in one particular setting. It may take a span of weeks, months, and even years.